Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again today. We're going to go ahead and make a birthday card, a surfer theme, using this paper fab from Studio Calco. It's a 6x6 called the Yearbook Collection. I'll have a list of items in the description box on the bottom, using this die cut from Spellbinder, the second largest one. And I ripped off that paper and am attaching it with some painter's tape and then running it through my Big Shot machine. And I'm going to grab it up and take it apart. Sometimes when I use painter's tape, and I'll kind of show you right here, I will kind of run it over my hand or my skin so that way it doesn't rip up or pull up on the paper. So we're going to go ahead and do some distressed ink background shading, and I've added that. And these are the minis, so I'm using one of the circle ones, and grab some scratch paper, and it's just general computer paper. I zoomed in for you guys to see, and it kind of looks like the sky and the clouds, which is what I was going for. And as you can see, the top right corner, I'm not really using any blue in there because I'm going to add a sun in there, or the yellow color for the sun. And you want to be kind of really gentle and kind of tap on or kind of step on. See kind of how I blocked it. I blotted it off on the scrap paper first, and then kind of went on to the actual paper. And if you don't, as you can see on my bottom right there, like it's a lot heavier because I forgot to kind of do the kind of step on motion. So move the paper, move the tape, and moved it to the other side to go ahead and put in the what we call the sand color. And this is the distressed ink tea dye. I'm just going over that, and as you're going to see my hand when it moved right there. I didn't realize as I was kind of doing that wet stepping off technique, there was some on the painter's tape, and I forgot my hand was on top of it, and I moved it on there, but it's okay. Everything can't be perfect. And then I'm going to pull this off, and I didn't realize that it wasn't as completely lined up, so I went ahead and just lightly tried to blend it in, but it is what it is. Like I said, none of your stuff does not have to be that perfect. And then I went ahead and from the Ariel stamp set called, I think it's called, here it is, Ariel's Surf's Up stamp set. I went ahead and stamped off the little VW van, I guess is what it's called, and then the surfboard. But the surfboard was, I think it was kind of dirty or something. I kind of had it out there and went ahead and just stamped it in. It's not a clean line, but that's okay. Anyways, I'm doing some Copic marker coloring. I think I'm using R22 and R24. As I mentioned, I'll have those listed. I first started off with the lighter color R22 and then did my shading with R24. And what's great about Copic markers is that it's alcohol based, so it completely blends. So when I was stamping these, you want to make sure that your stamp is alcohol free. So I used Tuxedo Memento black ink to go ahead and stamp that. And this is, I believe, N2, and the color, the blue one, is BG10. And it's kind of weird because you think, okay, gray, and then you add a blue. But like I said, it's alcohol based, so it blends really well. And I know for the top part, I messed up a little bit, but it's okay because I'm going to actually cut it out. I won't show you because I know this video gets super long. And then I think that was Y35 just to kind of do the lights. You can't really see them here, but I saw it when I was doing it. And here's the top part again. I just want to make sure I line it up because next I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment. Normally you want to stamp the sentiment at the very end, but I have a lot of things going on, so I figured I would just kind of do it right now. And I went ahead and put the border, the one that we had die cut out, because I kind of want to make sure it lined up to the page. I think I zoomed out because I didn't realize I was so close because it was zoomed in for the Copic coloring. So I'm going to go ahead and just line it up and stamp it. I think my next card is going to be another birthday card, and I'm still planning on doing a painting, maybe 1 or 2 paintings. And this is actually from the same set. It's the Ariel Surf's Up as well. And I went ahead and grabbed the sun from that same stamp set and lined it up. And you'll see I went ahead and brought the kind of outside border back out so I can see where it's stamped at. and then kind of stamped it. And we're going to go ahead and emboss this with gold embossing. I love the gold embossing. It's so nice. So I grabbed another piece of scratch paper, and it's just general computer paper, and tapped it on there, shook off the excess, and then I'm going to go ahead and I went and cleaned off everything, and then I went ahead and zapped it with my heat gun. So I'm going to do it right now, and that it will actually focus in the next one. There we go. And I'm going to show you once everything's been heat set how shiny the gold looks. And I apologize, it was getting towards like the end of the day, and it was kind of windy that day, and so it kept blowing the curtains. But here's that gold I was mentioning, very gold. And then I wanted to go ahead and add clouds as well, and so this is also from the same stamp set. Wanted to go ahead and emboss it in white, and I was just kind of trying to figure out where I wanted. And I actually this time didn't bring up the that wood cut, die cut that we did, just because I didn't need it. I figured whatever's covered is covered. It's not a big deal. It's more of it's a background stamp anyways, and I wanted to do two, and I was just trying to figure out where I wanted that. So I went ahead and stamped both clouds first, and then we're going to go and add the white embossing powder. Got the scratch paper, and this is a way that I found being stored by a couple of the stampers out there, and I'm trying it out. I kind of like it, but I don't like that the little spoon, which is like an ice cream spoon sample, gets kind of dirty. Then I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss that as well. And you saw that mess up, so it kind of fades into the background. I mean, you can kind of see it still. I didn't really think it tarnished it. I didn't want to start all over as well. So, and there's the white. It's really nice, kind of subtle. So, and I went and cut out the little van, as you can see. And I'm going to go ahead and attach the die cut wood grain paper. And I used a whole bunch of the Recollections pop squares. And you'll see right there. It was kind of crazy, but I wanted it to be really straight. I probably could have just used something else, but I just grabbed whatever I had. I went ahead and also popped up the van as well with up squares. Lined it up where I wanted it. And then I was kind of thinking it looked kind of boring. Oh, wait, I went ahead and added the surfboard. This one was a little bit difficult. I went in and cut off a couple of skinny pieces and then lined it up. Here's the part I was thinking. It looked kind of boring, so I decided to add in a palm tree from the same stamp set. Just colored it with Copic marker as well. And I'll have the list of description box about which colors I used. And this is exactly kind of what I did with the surfboard too. And I lined that up as well. And I kind of decided I wanted it kind of tucked in. So I did that. And I didn't like that. I think I lined it. I pushed it down a little bit. I didn't show you, but same place, just kind of pulled it down a little bit. It seemed like it was a little bit high on the van. Grabbed the base of the card. It's a 4x6 card. No, maybe it was a 4.5x6 card. Yeah, it's a 4.5x6 card. And put that down. And that about finishes the card. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And I'll see you on the next card. Thanks so much. Bye.